Hello everyone, welcome back. This is our second session for fraction subtractions. In this case, we are no longer going to do the simple subtractions on fractions. Instead, we're going to take a look at how we're going to do mixed number minus another mixed number. So, number 1, I have 5 and 3 over 5 minus 2 and 1 over 10. So again, you have to find the LCM. Between 5 and 10, LCM has to be 10. So multiply the first fraction by multiplying 2. Again, you do not have to multiply 2 to the whole numbers. For the second fractions, it will be remain as it is because it is already in the denominator of 10. If you want, you can multiply by 1. That will be the same thing. So to rewrite it, I will have 5 and 6 over 10 minus 2 and 1 over 10. To convert it to the improper fractions, we will have 5 times 10 is 50 plus 6 is 56 over 10 minus 2 times 10 is 20 plus 1 is 21 over 10, which is, this will give me 35 over 10, which is 3 and 1/2. Okay, number 2, I have 5 and 2 over 3 minus 4 and 2 over 4. In this case, LCM will be 12. So 3 times 4 will get you to 12. 4 times 3 will get you to 12. So to rewrite the operations, I'm actually looking at 5 and 8 over 12 minus 4 and 6 over 12. This will be the same as 68 over 12 minus 54 over 12. This will become 14 over 12, which is the same as 1 and 1 over 6. So the final answer has to be 1 and 1 over 6. Number 3, the LCM between 4 and 5 will be 20. So 4 times 5 and 5 times 4 will get us to 20. So same as 5 and 15 over 20 minus 4 and 8 over 20 equal to, this will be 75 over 20 minus, So for the first mixed number, I'm actually looking at 115 over 20 minus 88 over 20. So if I take the subtractions of 115 minus 88, I will have 27 over 20, which is the same as 1 and 7 over 20. Number 4, again LCM will be 20 because I'm looking at the denominator of 4 and 5. So multiply by 4, multiply by 5 here. So to rewrite it, it will be 9 and 12 over 20 minus 1 and 10 over 20. This will be 8 and 1 over 10. Number 5, between 10 and 4, the LCM is also 20. For the first fraction, you have to multiply by 2. For the second fraction, you have to multiply by 5. So this will be 6 and 6 over 20 minus 1 and 5 over 20. Now, what I try to do is not doing the improper fractions, but I will just subtract it as it is. How am I going to do that is I'll take care of the whole number first, which is the 6 minus 1 equal to 5. Next, I will take care of the fraction subtractions, which is the 6 over 20 and the 5 over 20. 6 over 20 minus 5 over 20 will become 1 over 20. So 5 and 1 over 20 should be our final answer. But if you want, we can stick with the conversion back to the improper fractions. In this case, I'll just do it on the side. It's the same as 1 over 26 over 20 minus 25 over 20. This will give me 101 over 20. To reduce it is the same as 5 and 1 over 20. So either way will actually work in this case. Moving forward, let's do the second half. Between 4 and 5, again LCM is 20. So multiply by 5 to the first fraction and multiply by 4 to the second fractions. I am then looking at 9 and 4 over 20 minus 3 and 4 over 20. Okay, I apologize. That is 9 and 5 over 20. So again, in this case, because I know that if I only look at the fraction components of the mixed number, 5 over 20 minus 4 over 20, you can do a direct math on it. So maybe let's take care of that first. Let me underline the fraction part of it. So you know that 5 over 20 minus 4 over 20 will give me 1 over 20. And then I'll take care of the whole numbers, which is the 9 minus the 3, which will give me 6. Next, number 7, I have the denominator of 3 and 5, so LCM will be 15. 3 times 5 and 5 times 3 will give me 15. So to rewrite it, it will be 9 and 5 over 15 minus 4 and 3 over 15. So if I take care of the whole number first, it will be 9 minus 4, which is 5. And then to take care of the fraction part of it, which is 5 over 15 minus 3 over 15, will be 2 over 15. Number 8, I have the LCM between 5 and 4 will be 20. So multiply by 4 and 5 here. It will be 6 and 16 over 20 minus 1 and 5 over 20. That will be 5 and 11 over 20. Because I'm doing 6 minus 1, which get me to 5. And then 16 over 20 minus 5 over 20. This will give me 11 over 20. Number 9, I'm looking at the denominator of 10 and 3, so LCM is 30. multiply by 3 in the first fractions and 10 on the second one. So it will be 9 and 21 over 30 minus 1 and 20 over 30. Okay, so 21 over 30 is still enough to minus the 20 over 30, so take care of that first. 21 over 30 minus 20 over 30, you will have 1 over 30. Now you can take care of the whole numbers, as in 9 minus 1, which is 8. So 8 and 1 over 30 will be your final answer for number 9. Let's take a look at number 10. Okay, LCM between 4 and 10 will be 20. So 6 and 2 over 4. So 4 times 5 will get me to 20, and 10 times 2 will give me to 20 as well. So it will be 6 and 10 over 20 minus 3 and 8 over 20. Okay, 10 over 20 is still big enough to minus 8 over 20, which is 2 over 20. In this case, I will reduce it. So 2 over 20 will become 1 over 10. And 6 minus 3 will be 3. So altogether, the final answer is 3 and 1 over 10. I hope this video is helpful and it will reduce some of your fear and anxiety in mixed number subtractions. Good luck on your final exam.